Hi everyone, welcome to the Data Analytics blog and to this new Power BI dashboard tutorial. So in this tutorial, I will show you how to create the call center performance dashboard from scratch, the overview of dashboard or of the call center record. So it talks about different aspects, the categories in the call center area. So I analyze based on these different categories. For example, I analyze the KPI, the call answer and call rejected by agent. Also, total call by month, call answer and rejected by the various topics in the call center area. And also, I did the average speed of answer in second and average rating by agent, and I set my target rating to be 4.5. So, and the new thing I did was to use the new Power BI card to visualize the various KPIs that I analyze. So you also learn how to use this Power BI, this new Power BI card that that we have in Power BI now. So now we start the analysis, and also remember I did my background. The background is built on the PowerPoint as usual. You all know that I usually do my background, design the background before I start my analysis. So there is no much thing about this background except for this particular picture that I introduced to this or what's it called, the background. So there is nothing too much there. It's just using basic shape, rectangular shape, and also to format the shape. So you can watch other videos on my YouTube channel on how to create different background on PowerPoint, and also how to import it into Power BI. So now we start the analysis on Power BI now. So I'm going to insert my what's it called, get my data into the Power BI. So the data is in Excel form. I actually got the data from Kaggle, so you can get your data too from there, or I'll put the data link here to get it. I'll put it on my the video description so that you'll be able to also recreate this, or you want to use this particular data to recreate this. So this is my data. Also, I also did some data addition and manipulation on the data that I got from Kaggle. So I added some things there. So the data, I think data was actually 3 months or 6 months. So I added some data additional things there to be able to make it like 12 months. So this is the data. I don't really need any data or cleaning here. So I'm going to close and apply now into Power BI, into the report view, to start our analysis. So now our data is being imported now. So in this data, We have the agents answered call, whether yes or no, whether the call is being answered or not. Also average, these are the column. Okay, let me go to the data view to check all this. Data view. So now we have the call ID, the agent, date, time, topic, and also whether the call is being answered or not. Is the call, the reason for calling, was it resolved or not? And also speed of answer in second, average talk duration, and average rating. So now I'm going to start now. The first thing that I'm going to start with, so we are going to create an additional column. So I'm going to extract this, I want to extract the total number of call answered and the ones that are rejected, that were being rejected. Also the total number of resolved and not resolved. I want to separate them. So now I'm going to be doing additional column for that, and I'm going to be creating some DAX, by creating additional column using DAX. So we click on, I'm in data view now, I'm clicking on new column. So the name of my column will be, this thing is slow. So the name of my column will be, the first one will be call answered. Which is equals to, so I'm going to be using conditional statement if call call answered, that's the column in this sheet, that's this particular column, is equals to, I'm introducing a quotation so that it will not take it as a function, equals to yes, then 1,0. So it will give me that. So you can see now that I have my addition. I've created my call answer column, so I can change it to this. So now the next thing that I need to do now is to create another column. So all I need to do is just copy this. I'm going to copy this formula and use it to create the call rejected. So click on new column again. Then paste this, and I will now call rejected. Change this to call rejected, then change this to no, and then you can press enter. So I'm going to use the same thing too for my that's for my call resolved or no, but I'm going to be using the resolved column now. So copy this, then new column again, new column. So now call resolved call, resolved calls equals to, so I'm going to be using the resolved column, equals to, this will now be yes. So press enter. That's call resolved. Copy this again, copy this, then create a new column, again, and for the unresolved call, resolved calls. So I'm going to be changing this to no, then press and enter. So now we've created all the additional column that we need here. So I change this to this. So I think I didn't change this. So let me just do some, these two, change this to this. So this. So now you can now go back to your result. I can now go back to my report view now. So I've added this. You can see all the column that have been added. So I've added all these column now. You can see now call answer, call rejected, resolved call, unresolved call. You can see all the column. So now I need to create a new mail too using that. So that will be, I want to get the total number of calls. I want to get total number of calls. So that will be creating a new mail here. So total calls equals to, that's, let's use count of all that the answered, both the reject and the accepted calls. That's the total call. That's our total calls. So I've created our total calls now. So now I want to set my target to target rating equals to 4.5. You can set your target rating to any value that you feel. For mine, for the sake of this dashboard, we are setting this to 4.5. So now I've created all the panes that I need for this analysis now. So it's time to start our visualization. So the first thing, I'm going to bring the dashboard, the background image that I've done. I'm going to bring it here. Just go to browse, go to your this visualization page, format page, then canvas, background, and browse through, then insert your background. That's my background. So now I'm going to set it to fit. Then I will reduce the transparency to 0. Yes, so this is my background. So this is what I created, what I built on in PowerPoint. So now I need to start my visualization. So I have to start first with this card. Let's start with the card. What do we have in the card? We have the total calls, call answer, call rejected, unresolved call, and resolved call. So now I'm going to start with the new card. So if you don't have the new Power BI yet, so you need to update your Power BI. Just go to Microsoft page and click on the download the new Power BI. It comes with this new card. So this is the card. You can see card. This is the old card that we use, and so this is the new card. So now I'll click on the new card. So now I will start my analysis visualization. So the total calls first. That was the first thing that I put here. So where is the total call? Okay, let me search for it. Oh, didn't we create total call here? I did. Oh, I can't find my total call, so I need to create it again. That means I need to create total call. New mail. I thought I created it. So total call. equals to count of all the answered, put the answer, and okay, now we've created it. So now, so let me bring my total code here. So now I can add, in the old card, you can't have more than one card in that card visual. But in this new card now, you can add several things on it. So that's the difference and the advantage of the new card. So now call answered, call rejected, resolved call, and unresolved code. So now this is the new card. You can see now that, so now we can start formatting our card to what we want. We can start it now. So now the first thing that I'm going to do now is to go to format visual. Then let me remove the background first. Remove the background. Also go to the visual card. I want to remove the background of the visual. I'm going to remove the background of the visual. So this, let me set it to this, to white. Or should we remove it? Let's see. No, don't let us remove it. Or let's set it to black itself. Let's set it to white, which is better. Let's set it to white. Let me check what I use. Yes, I use white. So now I've done that. So what's the next thing now? The next thing now, I want to add this accent bar. Accent bar, me just add some additional line to it. So it's at the left. The position now is at the left. You can set it to right, you can set it to bottom, but I want to start top, so I'm setting it to top. That's another thing that we have there. So now what else? So let's check the call out value. So I'm setting it to this, and let me reduce it, put it to the front. Display unit, I'm going to change it, the display unit to null, so to give me what I want. So you can reduce this. So now what's the next thing now? Labeling. So this labeling, I think, is the title. So I'm setting it to white, and I'm setting it below, bringing it below. So you can reduce it. Also, what else can we do here? Okay, let's move to shape. Let's move to shape. Do you want it rectangle or rounded? This is rounded. You can change it to rounded. You can change it to snip tap, both up and down. So now this snip tap is what I use, and I'm going to set the size to like maybe 16. Also set this to 16 too. Set this to 16 to have the same thing. Can you see now? So now what else? The layout, I want to set it to vertical. You can make it grid, but me, I want to set it to vertical because that was what I used. I'm setting it to vertical. So then just make sure that it's aligned. You can see now that our KPI is getting ready. So what else? So I'm going to the title to change something. Okay, no, the title is not where can I change this? Okay, the call out. Go back to the call out. The see the call out. Okay, I don't think it's the call out. So now the next thing now is I want to add some image to each of the card. So I'm going to select it one after the other and selecting. Okay, before that, let me go back here and change this to call answer. I want to remove it, change it to call answer. Yet so I'm changing it to call answer, call rejected. So this will be call result. And this will be unresolved code. So go back to our, can you see now? So now card, I want to add some images. So it's also allow us to add some images. So there is still a lot about this card. So I'm going to, you can watch video online, but I'm going to make a video on how to use this new card, because you can actually add Spark 9 and different thing into this new card. So now there is, so for the total call, okay, let me see if this is what I use for this total call. Let's check. No, this is not it. So I need to look for it. Okay, I think I put them here. Yeah, so here is what I use for the total call. So now I'm going to fit in the image. You can see now, then I will setting it to the right, and then the position, the size, I want to set it to 40. Yes, we are good to go. So again, go back, scroll up again and change it to call answer and add the image of call answer. So I'm going to add the image of call answer here. Good to go. So do the same thing, fit in, change it to the left or anywhere you can change it to bottom or anywhere, or top. But for the sake of this dashboard, we are making use of right and left. So change it to call rejected and also bring the image browse through call rejected. So I've downloaded all these icons. Just download the icons, do the same thing. So here, resolved call and non-resolved call image, browse through. So the last one, unresolved call. Okay, I'll still need to change the resolved core. So now we are done with our card visual. We are done with our card visual now. So this is just the basic aspect of this new card visual. So I'm going to do a video where we can add line and different things on a card visual using the, I think the color, something called, I'm going to search for it and I'm going to do a video tutorial on that. So we are done with the first aspect of it now. So the next thing is call answer and rejected by agent. So I'm going to use that's call answer and rejected by agent. So I'm going to use this particular visual. This, just set it here up, and that's agents. Then my, what's it called, call answer. So that's this. Oh, call answer, this, call rejected, and this by agent. So now it's time for us to format our visual. So I'm formatting this now. So the first thing that I need to do, remove this. So now the values for this is going to be changing to white. Also you can bold it, that's for y-axis. So now for x-axis, remove the title. Okay, the title is not on, change it to this, and bold this also. So let me remove the background for us to make it visual. So say, okay, the title also, let me just work on it. So now we have that. You can change it to white also. So what else can we do here? Okay, we are done here. So let's go back to our visual. Then our column, I want to use this and this. So legend, let me change the legend to change it to white. Then what else can we do here? Okay, I think legend position can be at the bottom center. Okay, so we are good to go here. Our data label, let's add our data label. Value, change it to white. So now we are good to go. The grid line, I think we need to remove the grid line. Just remove it. So now we are good to go. We are good to go here. So here. So now the next thing that I'm going to do here now, again, I can see remove. Let me remove this y-axis. We don't need it. So the next thing that I need to do now is the second one, which is the total call by each agent, and I use table for that. So bring it here. Then agent total calls. So I'm going to format this. I'm going to format this. I'm going to remove the total. I don't need the total value. I don't need it. So column header, change it to this, and the background to black. Yes. Value, I'm going to change my value to, I think I use this, alternate color. Change everything to this. Then this. Okay, let's use white. And what else? The grid line, let's use black. That's the vertical grid line. So the vertical grid line, I'm going to put it onto and use black, and increase the width. So you can also, let's go back to the value. Okay, I think we're good to go. Remove the background. We are good to go. So now you can move it here and increase this. So now we are done with this. Now we are done with this second visual. So now I want to create a line to actually separate it. So just go to insert, the image, this shape, not image. So you can move it up like this, then bring it here. Now I want to use this to separate it. So now I want to format the shape, color, style, changes to this color, our preferred color. Why is it not changing? Okay, the border, remove this. So we are good to go. So now the next visual that I want to create is, that's the total month, total calls by month, total calls by month. So I'm using a line chart for that. I'm using a line chart for that. So now I'm going to be, that's month, total calls. Let's put that date here. Okay, date, remove this, remove quarter, remove year. Then total calls to our y-axis. Format the shape, secondary axis on. Remove this value, change it to white, increase this. x-axis, change it to white too. So we can remove the background to view it. So now our line, scroll down to the line, change the color to our preferred color. So what else? Okay, I added the shape, then the step. Okay, where is the step? Where do you run to step? Oh, this step, I'm always looking for it. I don't know why I'm always looking for this step all the time. It will just be somewhere right here. Not this. I just want to apply this step, this particular set. I want to have this shape. So I don't know where the step ran to. Okay, let me check. Not here. Okay, this is the step under shape, so you put it on. You can see now. So that was how I achieved this. Okay, let's go back to this. Our title, bring it here, change it to white also. So now we are done with our total call by month. We are done with this now. So I'm going to copy this, then paste this our line separator. So now I'm going to copy this also. Copy, paste, because I need it here. So now I'm going to do total calls and call answer are rejected by age, by topic. So go back to my, so here I'm just going to remove the and change it to topic. Change it to topic. Then all I need to do is change it title as by topic. Then my values, display unit, set it to none. So now, so the next thing now, I'm going to copy this again, paste it. I'm going to put it here. So I want to use total call. I'm using this by each topic. So I need to format it. That's total calls by topic, then our visual my bar. I need to change the bar to our color. So now we're good to go. So I'm going to change the data label to inside. I want the position to be inside center. Yes, we are good to go now. So now I want to do the second to the last thing now is average speed of answer call. So I use this gauge. I use this. So I'm going to put it here and insert average speed of answer call. That's this. So I'm going to change it to average. So now I need to do some formatting. This will be this, of course. Okay, this data label, I don't need them. Let's check this. Okay, so this is what I need. Change this to this. So remove the background. Now I'm going to do some formatting. Color. So this, I'm going to change it to this. Yeah. So the title, average speed of, so bring it here, change it to white. So now the last thing now is this rating versus, I'm using donut charts. So our rating versus agents. Not some. I use average rating. So now let's format this. Legend title, legend position down, bottom center. Just format it to what you want. So now let's remove the background to have a better view of what we are doing. So our data label, I only want the value. I don't want just the value. That's what I want. Then the value itself, change this to this. Yes. So what else? Can reduce this. Then what else? What else? This legend, I need to change the value. Good. So now the slicer, you can decide to change the color of the slicer. So I think I touched some. I did touch some. Use our color. So we can use this here. So I think that's okay. So now the next thing now that I want to do is my target rating. I want to bring it inside this place. I want to bring it inside this place. So all I need to do is just do some card visual. Okay, the hood card. I'm going to use the hood card. Oh, That's not what I want to do. Select every. So now I'm going to use the old card, then my target return that I created. Where is it? Here. Put it here. It should show me 4.5. Why is it showing me 5? It's 4.5 now. Why is it showing 5? Okay, so now let's format it. Remove the callout label. So this to this. So my card, remove this. So now bring it here. You can reduce this value. Let's reduce the value to fit in. So now I have my, you can see now that our data, our visualization is ready. We are good to go. So it's just as simple as that. And you can recreate this. Just recreate it. So this is all about this dashboard, and I hope you have learned one or two things from here. Just make sure that you subscribe to my page, like, share, watch other videos I've created. There are so many things to learn on Power BI Excel. So coming week, I'm going to be doing video on Tableau from scratch, so you will learn different things here. So make sure you subscribe to my page, like, comment and share. Bye.